Hi guys, so today I went out and got the MyGica Android TV box. So I've got a PlayStation currently in the cinema room, but for those who have PlayStations would know that with the latest update, 3.5 and over, there's a Synavia anti-piracy hack. So pretty much what happens is 20 minutes or 10 minutes into the movie, audio will kick off while the video still plays. So one of the problems I had with movies when you're watching Sony or Paramount, things like that on PlayStations, especially when you rip your Blu-ray, even though it's legal, you could rip a Blu-ray, it'll still stop. So I've tried a number of things. There's no solution out there yet. So I went out and I got a MyGica Android box. Of course, I looked at different Android boxes, but this one stood out. So this is what it looks like. Pretty good packaging all around. Of course, it's got good packaging. They did put some quality and thought into it. This particular model is the MyGica ATV582. So it's quad-core, 1 GB RAM, 8 GB flash memory, 2 USB ports, HDMI, RCA ports. It's 4K UHD, so it has potential to play 4K, which is always a bonus going forward. And it's Android 4.4 as well as Bluetooth. Just looking at things that it does, as it says in the box. Web media streaming, social chat, of course, media, news, sports, gaming. You obviously, with Miracast, you can get your iPhone and Android devices on the TV, Play Store, and XMBC pre-installed. Of course, I'm hoping Kodi is available as well, which it should be. Being an Android is pretty versatile, meaning it's open source. You can put anything on here just as your Android phone, exactly as the same phone that I'm recording this on. I can throw apps on there, the same thing I can do with this box. Alright, so let's have a look inside. Okay, so we have got good packaging of the MyGica. It's pretty tiny, nice and slim. Check out the rest. What we got in here. Okay, this is good. This is good. So this is the new remote that comes with the 582s. Okay, so power, volume, menu, static mouse. Really awesome. We'll preview that later. Of course, home, stop, enter or back, forward, pause, rewind, usual stuff. But this is awesome. Turn it around and you've got a mini keyboard. So you can use things, you can get your music on YouTube or you can chat. This is really cool. Okay, wireless. I'm guessing that's for the remote. 5-volt power adapter. HDMI cable. RCAs. Warranty. Manual looks pretty good, pretty detailed by the looks of it. Oh, excellent! So it's English end to end. Okay, so we'll just leave the bits that we may not want to use back in there, and let's have a look at the units. Okay, pretty solid power adapter, HDMI. Let's remove the goodies. Okay, here we go, MyGica. Okay, so underneath, air vents, rubbery feet, the usual. On the back you've got your aerial, Ethernet, audio video for RCA, HDMI, power. Okay, SD card, 2 USB slots, IR receiver, internet status, network status I should say, and power, and I'm guessing the other would be for standby. So we're yet to see when we power this on. I've got some ventilation on the other side as well. This looks like a pretty good unit. So it's not glossy or anything, it's all flat matte black, which is nice. I quite enjoy a unit that's flat black. Keeps it nice and tidy, looks classy. It's pretty small, as you can see. It's like, you know, tiny, almost the size of a remote, in fact. Alright, so let's get started with this. Quad core. This is quad core. This is one of the reasons why I went with it is I looked at a lot of other devices out there. You want something fast, and you want your graphics to be fast. So this is Octa. This is octa-core GPU and a quad-core CPU. So that's a pretty good deal. I mean, if it can handle 4K UHD, which broadcasting is not exactly out there just yet, this is a pretty good unit. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit pause for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and set this up, just connect all the cables, and I'll be right back. Hi guys, okay, so part one was the unboxing. Eventually connected the MyGica. I had to use it looks like it takes a 1.4 version and higher HDMI. I had a spare 1.3 version HDMI which did not pick up the signal. So something to know, it takes a 1.4 version and higher HDMI cable. So the status LEDs on the MyGica, blue is for on. When you turn it off, it goes to a red LED. So that's pretty handy. Okay, so first screens. That's your welcome screen. I will just go through and set this up. Choose English as our system language. Next. Okay, so I guess this is actually setting up your border so your screen is 100%. Let's click next. We'll go with Wi-Fi in this instance. Of course, when I move it to the cinema room, it'll be on Ethernet. But on over this TV here that I'm doing this review on, it's on Wi-Fi. So just seeing it hasn't found Wi-Fi yet, it's just connecting. Okay, for whatever reason, didn't find my list during the Wi-Fi setup, but it takes you straight through to the front screen. So there's only a few settings at the very beginning. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Got your applications. Excellent. So it's got Kodi on there, which I'm hoping is actually version 14. YouTube, browser, calendar, so all the usual stuff. It's got a MyGica store, it's got your 4K movie player, Netflix, Google Store, and applications. What we really want to do is we want to set up Wi-Fi, that's the one. So we go into here, refresh the access point list. There we go. Select the one available. Just give me a second to figure out this keyboard. And we'll just get our Wi-Fi set up. Okay, here we go. The remote was a little fiddly, of course, it's the first time using it. I think by default you've got your uppercase on. You've also got your numbering enabled as well. So one thing to remember, I guess, whoever's getting this unit is caps is on. So you've got to have a play with it and get it to your right setting. But Wi-Fi is eventually connected. So let's go through the menus. HDMI auto detection is on. So this is auto detect what your television or projectors currently can output to. In this case, it's 720p 60 Hz. If we turn it off, of course, we can choose what we want to go to. We can go to 1080p 60 Hz. Do you want to keep these settings? Okay. Hide status bar, display position. So we've already done this. Of course, we've increased HDMI to 60 Hz 1080p, so we'll say OK to that. Okay, return key, screensaver never. Let's go to advanced, simulcast remote control. Okay, we won't worry about these. System updates, we're running 4.4.2 with your build number. You can see your kernel number there as well. Of course, you go into further settings, and obviously this takes you into pretty much a more Android kind of look, stuff that you'll see on your phone. Bluetooth. Cool, so you can obviously add Bluetooth devices, maybe a PS3 controller, if you prefer a different type of Bluetooth controller. Let's have a look about the device. Great. Alright, so you have to get used to the remote. There's only a few buttons on it, but you will get there. So let's go through. Now that we've got the internet connected, as you can see, it's now come up with, which is pretty cool. It gives you your weather as well, and where you're located. Time as well is already synced up quite nicely. This is really good. There's nothing else that we need at this screen right now. Let's go and see if we can go into the good stuff, into Kodi, and start this. So this is running version 14.1, as you can see at the bottom. Okay, so it's the first time booting it up, preparing for startup. Okay, just go through and make some changes on the TV in terms of sound. Nope, that should be fine. Okay, so let's go through and have a look at the system settings. So it gives you an update. It does tell you if there's new updates available. It's always handy. Add-on services. Alright, so it comes with all the usual Kodi or XMPC type stuff. Now, of course, this is new, so let's see if we can go and add a share on here. Okay, so that was my mistake. I should have actually added in the SME network properly. Maybe second time lucky. Alright guys, so one of the things that's going to happen in the background now that I've added my network share to Kodi, is it's going to scan. It's pretty much going to cache everything. It's going to scan, it's going to scrape the internet, or whichever movie database you've chosen off the internet. For example, IMDb. It's going to scrape that against the content that you have. It's going to portfolio it. It's going to put it into proper gallery wise, and get you the info files and the cover templates and things like that. So as you can see, it's at the top, from what you can see. It's still scanning for content, so that'll take a while. What I'm going to do is, I am going to end the video here. What I'm going to do, there's a few things I know that I can actually tweak in Kodi. For example, you've got the scrolling at the bottom. All of that takes up, processing time. I can get rid of that. There's a few other things like turning off RSS feeds. I also do advise. That'll increase the power and speed of your Kodi program. So there's a few things I'm going to go ahead and tweak here. I'm going to let this database full. I'm going to move this unit over to the cinema room where the BenQ is sitting. That's got Ethernet, so it'll be a hell of a lot faster. And I will do a part 2 on running this off the projector in full HD. So watch this space. Thanks.